your love and your truth. Cause there's no one like you. She moves like a damn angel. You can't understand how you
Look at that. Give that a shake off. G'day guys, Johnny here from Altitude Hunting's YouTube channel. Here we are. We've just arrived in the mountains. It is unreal in here. Winter wonderland, heaps of snow. It was going to be a fair bit of a mission to get in here, so we decided we'll chop her in and walk out. So we've got about 30 k's in front of us of prime tahr hunting. So once the blizzard had cleared, we put the crampons on, grabbed the ice axes and rifle and headed up into the mountains for a hunt. We were greeted with a lot of snow, waist steep snow in points. What we planned to take 15 minutes to walk ended up taking us an hour and a half. So we got to a good glassing point, pulled out the binos and spotting scope, picked up this young tahr here and also another mob of tahr way up in the heavens, which were bluffed out in about 3 meters of snow, completely inaccessible. So it was time to head back to camp through the snow, get a feed in us, warm back up around the fire, get ready for tomorrow, which was going to be a big day. Morning guys, morning of day 2 now. Had a good sleep last night in the hut, nice and warm with the fire going. So this morning we're packing everything up. We're just cooking up breakfast at the moment, having a hot drink. Then we're going to punch straight downstream 10 kilometers, get ourselves set up in the tent tonight. It's going to be absolutely freezing. And then we're going to work our way up into some of the bluffs down there. Hopefully the tahr coming down to feed, we'll be able to bag ourselves a bull tahr. Let's get into it. Alright, so that's us all packed up at the hut now. Pretty good day today really. Heading down low, it's going to be a fair bit of a mission through all the snow. Just following Paul's footsteps at the moment. It's a bit of a snowy desert up here at the moment really. There's not much life, not much movement at the moment. Down lower it'll be a different story. Paul reckons he's seen enough snow for a lifetime. So we'll get going. Here it comes, the big yellow. So I'm looking forward to this. Warm back up again, defrost. This is just amazing country in here. Tough going. Once we get down below the snow, pick up the pace a wee bit I'd say and cover a bit more ground. It's just about solid enough to walk on in places. Not here. So all this country through here all used to be farmland as well. The last autumn muster was done in here 16 years ago, in 2008. These hills would have been covered with merino sheep. There would have been thousands of them covering these hills, grazing away, and then they get mustered in the autumn before the snow comes in and they can't get them out. So a bit of history there. Some huge, incredibly vast country up through here. Been glassing all of it and not much sign of tahr at all at the moment. Snow's obviously pushed them quite far back down, so we're just going to punch down there, get below the snow line, and I reckon we'll be seeing a few tahr there. Definitely a lot less snow down here. It's a pretty good tahr country. Just having a quick nut bar and a gel. Gnarly conditions to Rock Hopper River. Might just have to get wet feet here I think. Not going to be ideal. Definitely getting down into the area now. We just saw a young juvenile tahr just on the bluff up there, so it's definitely a good sign that there's going to be more around. Now we just got to keep our eyes peeled and see what else we can pick up. Hopefully there's a couple of bulls kicking around. Paul is by far the best hunter that I know. Taught me everything that I know about ballistics, reloading, bow hunting. Learned a lot off him about bow hunting as well. He's shot over 100 deer with his bow and arrow. That's just one example, but his main focus now is pig hunting, so I'd hate to know how many pigs he catches a year anyway. And it's good to be out of the snow now. It's probably the most snow I reckon I've ever seen up there, getting dropped into that. Not great hunting, but I wouldn't change it if I could go back. Pretty mean experience. So now we're just ticking along. Won't be too long now and we'll be setting up camp and try and see if we can locate some animals. Found ourselves a bit of a campsite now. Gonna head down to that tarn down there, kick a bit of snow out of the way and set up. It's about 2 o'clock now. We've been walking all day. Is this a bloody hiking channel or a hunting channel? Yeah, so we're going to get down there and get set up anyway. Set the tent up. Just filling up the water bottles now. Might be a bit more difficult than I expected though. Just here. There we go. Probably about an inch thick. Couple aqua tabs to go in the water. This right here is the #1 treat taking into the mountains, Jack Links. Beef snacks. Oh well, we've just had a very cruisy afternoon at the tent, glassing all around us. It's going to be an absolutely freezing one tonight. We've just got our in-reach weather report and it's -12 tonight. So the plan tomorrow will be head up and over the saddle behind us up over here and into the next catchment. Hopefully we can get onto some good bulls. The numbers in here are definitely not what we were expecting, but that's hunting for you. If it was super easy every single time, well then it wouldn't really be hunting and there'd be no excitement in it. So tomorrow it's going to be an exciting day. Get up and over the saddle over here. Perfect. So I've just woken up now, morning of day 3, and holy, that's definitely the coldest night I've ever spent in a tent. Check out all these crystals inside the tent. Water bottles are freezing inside the tent. Uncle Toby's oats for brekkie do the trick. Paul's just defrosting our boots at the moment. Frozen solid like a rock. How are they coming along there, Paul? Slowly getting there or not going to happen?
I don't know if this is going to do anything.
I don't reckon you got it close enough, eh?
I know. It's not even like melting the ice off them.
Alright, that just goes to show how cold it is, eh? Everything was frozen. Even our water bottles inside the hut were frozen last night, so it's going to be a pretty chilly morning, but once that sun comes up we'll be laughing. Pretty much tent bound at the moment. We've only got one pair of Crocs, which is a bit of a disaster, but it's all good. Struggling to stay hydrated in here. Can't open the cap of the bottle and the water's all just freezing on us. Plenty of hot cups of tea though. That'll help. Spotted our first bull of the morning. Just up on this hill up here. Pretty good to see. He's not too worried about us. Younger bull, maybe 3 or 4 years old, 11 inches. Cool. We're just going to get up here. Paul's already up there glassing. See what's up this valley. We've got all this. We've got to go up and over the saddle. Then the next one. Snow's going to get pretty deep again. Picking. Yeah, it's going to be back up around that waist height. Let's get going. It's going to be a big day today. Just having a good look around up in these faces this morning. Spotted a young bull up there, a couple of nannies. Not quite what we're after, so we're going to keep on trekking. Got a few hours in front of us to where we want to get to. It's just been so slow this trip with all the snow around. It's been cutting into our hunting time big time. What we had planned to walk in about 3 hours It's taking us 6 or 7, so we've just got to make the most of it as we're going, really. Try not to get caught out. So Paul's just spotted a couple of good bull tahr up here. We're going to have a good look at them with a spotting scope and assess them. And we'll get the camera on them for you. Have a look at these ones. Oh, well, good to see a few more bulls lapping it up in the sun. Decent bulls, all around that 12-inch mark, 4 or 5 year olds. Let's keep going, see if we can find that monster. We've got a couple of tahr just here at about 40 metres. They're not too worried about us, so we're going to creep up and see what the bull looks like with them. Oh yeah, younger bull with them. Well, we've just made it up to the saddle. Pretty amazing scenes. There's about 30 tahr just down there. No good bulls in them though, believe it or not. Now we're going to get up over this saddle. Not really looking forward to this. This is going to take a long time. It's probably going to use up most of our day to get over there, but once we get to the other side there should be a bit more hunting. We're going to hunt our whole way as well. Alright, so we're just making our way up to the saddle now. The snow's all solid, which is making our life way easier. It's not icy, so we haven't got our crampons on. But if it gets any worse, we're going to pull the crampons out. Slowly making our way up there. So we're just sitting here having our lunch, getting ready for the saddle crossing, and a mob of tahr have just walked across. You can probably see them in the GoPro just up there. One of the bulls looks half decent, but he's just yeah, there's a unicorn in there with only one horn, so pretty cool to see though. One side actually looks pretty decent, but yeah, wicked to see. They're only about 130 yards away. Just cruising. They haven't even seen us. Oh well, good lunch break. Spotted a few more tahr. The old one horn tahr, that was pretty cool. Got the crampons on now. Getting ready for the big ascent. Snow's going to be pretty deep up there, so hopefully it's solid. We can get across the top of it. Have to pull the ice axe out again too, I'd say, just in case we slip. What a beautiful day. This is what it's all about. Getting up and crossing the saddle. All downhill from here for a while. Track's frozen down here. It'll be good to say goodbye to the snow anyway. Right, so we've just spotted a couple of bull tahr. One big dark one, one little lighter one. The big dark one's probably only 11 inches, but the other one looks like it could be pushing close to 13. It's got good height, good tips, and really good bases too, so we're going to get in a bit closer and have a good look at him. After assessing the bull for 5 minutes, we decided he was one that we were after. Due to the fading light and the angle of the shot, we weren't able to get any closer, so it was now or never. Whenever you're ready.
Right. I'll keep some.
Alright, so we've just boosted down the mountain to this bull tahr. The sun's fading now, so we didn't really have much of an option but to try and get that long shot away. It's hit him, he wasn't too happy, and he's boosted down the mountain. Paul's managed to get a follow-up shot with him. It's been a bloody tough trip, so he's always going to have that to remember the mission. So right, let's get this fella caped out, get some meat off him and get back to camp. Oh well, that rounds up another tahr hunting mission, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a tough mission with that ice and snow up to our waist. Tough conditions, but we managed to pull it off on the last day. So Paul's got himself a bull tahr to take back up north and a skin as well, winter cape, so he's wrapped with that. We're going to round it up. So cheers heaps for watching, guys, and we'll hopefully catch you on the next one.
Whenever you're ready.
All good?
Yeah, bro.
bit of pest control.